let's talk about how human behavior, algorithms, and modern artificial intelligence come together to shape the way bullying, aggression, and social harm spread in our world today. In this video, we will briefly discuss how multimodal AI and the integration of the frameworks from Indiana's bullying subject matter expert, Tammy Moon, work to explain cyberbullying. These frameworks are the Integrated Entitlement Aggression Framework, or IEAF, Human Interactive Algorithmic Bullying, or HIAB, and Computer-Generated Algorithmic Bullying, or C-GAB. These framework models explain partially why people justify aggression, how digital systems can amplify aggression, and when technology becomes a generator of harm on its own. We'll also look at multimodal AI, technology that can see, hear, read, interpret emotion, and respond across all these channels at once. And you'll see how it acts as a force multiplier across every part of this system. By the end of this video, you'll have an overview of how cyberbullying develops and operates in today's digital age, why it can feel overwhelming, inescapable, and more destructive than anything we've seen yet. The foundational theory is the Integrated Entitlement Aggression Framework, or IEAF. This framework explains how a person moves from a developed internal subconscious belief to exhibiting harm towards others. By the time the child has grown in their educational age, they have started developing their behavioral habits and thinking patterns based upon what they have seen, heard, repeated, or modeled over time. IEAF incorporates and modernizes some of Bandura's social learning theory for inclusion of AI technological advancements. IEAF also incorporates Robert Nozick's social entitlement theory when explaining why people sometimes become aggressive. Nozick's theory explains how, when someone truly believes they deserve something, like attention, control, status, or a certain outcome, and they don't get it, strong frustration can build inside of them. From early childhood into adulthood, people learn how to react to various situations by watching others around them. If they repeatedly see that aggressive behavior gets desired results or go unchallenged by those in authority, they may start using those same behaviors. IEAF shows how this mix can turn into a repeating behavioral pattern in everyday life and carry over into one's technological behaviors. As a child grows, their social emotional learning, or SEL, grows with them. This helps shape how they understand right and wrong social behavior and how they should treat others. However, that understanding can still be skewed by repeated socio-environmental influences they observe or are taught over time. These repeated observational patterns then start becoming part of the child's subconscious. Some parts of these behaviors they will change on their own as they grow and learn. But many developed behavioral patterns will not change. This then becomes part of their ingrained learned identity. Part of what makes them who they are and why they do or respond to others and the environment or community they are a part of.
IEAF shows this mindset doesn't develop overnight. It incorporates Bandura and Nozick's theories in a more modern framework explaining the foundational reasoning of bullying and cyberbullying behaviors from childhood into adulthood. When a bully gets attention for being mean and sees their target get hurt, their brain learns, "This works, I should do it again." Over time, the brain repeats what it learns and forms hidden beliefs about what is okay and how to act with others. Understanding IEAF helps us see that bullying, including cyberbullying, usually happens for a reason and is not just random.
IEAF is not a replacement of either Bandura or Nozick's theories, but an expansion that incorporates modern changes. Greater explanation of the IEAF model will be available later in 2026 when Tammy Moon releases her book on these 3 frameworks. This brings us now to the Human Integrated Algorithmic Bullying, or HIAB, framework, which shows how aggression changes when you place it inside a digital ecosystem that is controlled, or pushed, by artificial intelligence-based programs. As technology advances with AI, bullying or cyberbullying, behaviours are expanding further, as Tammy Moon stated back in 2009 would happen. Unlike traditional bullying, digital platforms act as amplifiers. Algorithms decide which post gets seen, who sees them, and how often they're shown. Suddenly, a single cruel action can reach dozens, hundreds, or thousands of people in minutes. The bully may feel more powerful because they don't just hurt one person. They set in motion an entire system that magnifies their behaviour and blurs responsibility. HIAB teaches us the harm isn't just in the action, it's also the system which lifts the action up, spreading it far beyond its original audience. Computer-Generated Algorithmic Bullying Framework, or C-GAB, is the most advanced form of digital harm and the hardest one to recognise when cyberbullying behaviour has occurred. When it comes to C-GAB, no human bully needs to be directly involved after their initial content enters the system. One can attempt to delete content that they have put onto one of the many types of media platforms. But the truth is, the content is probably still present somewhere. Algorithms determine what gets boosted, what gets buried, and which users are more likely to react emotionally. When a human tends to read articles, posts, or comments pertaining to bullying, or any of the numerous acts that fall under the blanketed term of bullying, the computer algorithms remember this and will push the posts, even old posts, back out to viewers who historically engage with such content. The victim then might find themselves repeatedly exposed to comments, reactions, content that reinforces humiliation, and physical threats, even if no single person intended to restart the cycle. Adults who go through such situations have a very hard time contending with the issues. Children have an even worse time. And if they are not properly helped, the long-term psychological, educational, personal and professional effects can, and often are, devastating. C-GAB also includes situations where automated moderation systems make errors and trending algorithms thrust someone into unwanted visibility, with the victim being unable to point to a clear perpetrator. C-GAB shows us that technology can unintentionally take on the functional role of a bully, even without malicious human intent. And the pain from the original incident, no matter how long ago, causes increased pain each time the system surfaces a reminder. A multimodal system has the ability to read text that you write, understand or interpret meaning behind images, voice, audio, and video all at the same time. Why is it such a big deal? Well, because the multimodal system is what makes AI work more like a human brain. With the human brain, it learns faster, trusts more easily, and remembers things longer. These are known principles in psychology, education, advertising, and behavioral conditioning. This changes the system in several ways. Because multimodal AI works across sight, sound, text, and behavior, the emotional impact hits harder and the psychological footprint is deeper. This is why digital bullying doesn't just spread faster today. It hits every human sense at the same time. By plugging in this Indiana resident and subject matter expert's 3 frameworks of IEAF, HIAB, and C-GAB, we have now briefly explained how cyberbullying is accelerated by multimodal AI technology. This shows why digital bullying doesn't just spread faster today, It hits at every human sense at the same time. To address these problems, we have to understand the system as a whole, not just individual events, so that humans and AI can work together to help our children of the future